Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you the difference in Swiss lace and transparent and how to bleach the knots. So yeah, stay tuned, watch the whole video, comment below if you have any questions, and yeah, watch the video till the end. So the products that I'm going to use are my mixing bowl with a comb, and I'm also going to use the 30 volume developer. And I'm just going to pour a little bit in, and I don't really like do measurements. I just know the paste that I'm looking for, and then I add my BW2 and I put some scoops of that in there. But normally I basically go off of the looks of my developer and bleaching powder, and I just mix the two together until I get a really thick paste. Now all I'm going to do is add just a couple of scoops until I feel like my mixture will be really thick, because I don't want it to be thin. I want it to be a really thick paste. And now you're going to see me just mix it up. So yeah, just watch me as I do this. So as you can see right here, I'm just adding a little bit more of the developer, and I'm going to mix it up until it gets to like a cake batter mixed, a little bit thicker. I would say like cake icing. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm just mixing everything up together, and you just want to mix it very well until you get the really thick paste, more so like a cake cake icing versus cake mix, because you don't want it to go through your lace. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just mixing it up, and I'll show you guys as I'm mixing how thick it should be before applying it to your lace. Okay, so I think we have it to a pretty good mixture. It's not too thick and it's not too thin, so it's just right. So I have that done, but I did want to add just a little bit more to be on the safe side. You never want it to be where it's like a liquid. You want it to be thick as a paste. That way you know it's not going to get on any of your hairs. It's just going to bleach those knots perfectly. So yeah, I'm just mixing it a little bit more, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so I think we have it to a good mixture now. You want to shake it and make sure it's not falling off of your stick or whatever you're applying your bleach with. And like I said, I am not a professional by all means. You always want to make sure you're wearing gloves. For me, I do this all the time, so I really don't. I'm just trying to hurry up and get it done. But so I apply the bleach on the back of my closure first, and then I work my way up to the front of the closure. More than likely, for me, I know the vendor and I know the actual lace and the way that it bleaches because I've done it over and over again. However, most of the time your lace and the knots on your lace are a lot bigger towards the back. It just depends on who you're purchasing your lace from and your vendor and what they're sending you. So yeah, I just apply it and I smooth it out. I don't do it really hard. I do it really gentle, and then I just apply it all over that lace, and I apply it all the way up to the front and as close as I can get it to the front of the headline. And yeah, so I just apply that and you're good to go. And once that's done, you just get you some luminal foil and you apply that lace on top of that, and I flip it over so I can actually see what's going on through the processing time. And I just lay it on my towel and let it sit. And then now we're on to our Swiss lace. This is Swiss lace. This is a Swiss lace closure, and I'm going to show you the difference at the end of this video, but I'm just going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to spray the baby hairs out of the way and make sure there's no baby hairs or no extra hair pieces flying towards the front of the lace, so when we go to bleach it. So those are the knots on this Swiss lace. The Swiss lace is more of a brown tint to the lace. The knots are really small as well, and we're just going to do the same process that we did with the transparent lace. We're using the same products, and I already have the mixture, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the bleach onto my lace closure, and we'll do the same steps as well. So yeah, just continue to watch the process as I apply the bleach onto the closure. I start from the back as well, and I work my way towards the front of the closure, and I just smoothly apply that on there, like setting it up there, not rubbing it in or anything like that, because you just want your knots to be bleached and you don't want to make the mistake of it getting onto the hairs, and then you'll have to go back in and correct it. So yeah, I'm applying it, and this is our Swiss lace. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I'll be glad to answer your questions. Yeah, so continue to watch the end of this video to see the results. Okay, so now we're gonna let the Swiss lace sit, and we're gonna set a timer. I normally let it sit for 15 minutes for the first round and let it sit, and then I'll come back and check on it, because most of the time I process my orders and I work on other things while it's processing. So I always set a timer for 15 minutes and then I'll go back and check it. And more than likely after 30 minutes, it should be done. So right now I'm going to use some Shimmer Lights, the conditioner and shampoo, and that's going to wash out the bleach. And I normally use this blonde sometimes as well, but right now I'm going to just rinse it out. And I'm going to let my lace closure sit inside of this container filled with water and a little bit of the Shimmer Light shampoo, and I'll mix it up just so it tones the knots, so that you don't have that brassy look like some lace closures will give off. Mixing the shampoo in the water, and I'm just going to mix it really well. And then after I'm done mixing, I'm going to go ahead and apply both of my lace closures into the mixture. I have added a little bit more water because I don't like to stain the lace. If you put it in there and it's not mixed well, it can stain your lace. So I just put in my Swiss lace closure, and next I'm going to put in the transparent lace closure, and I'm just going to let them sit. And once again, once I let them sit for a while, it's just going to tone the lace so you don't have any of that extra brassy tone like to your lace, like that yellow you might see in some people laces. So yeah, this will really help with that, and it's really good. I like to let mine sit, and as those are sitting, I go ahead and clean my workspace. I love using this Lysol cleaner, and I wipe everything down. And while that's sitting, I come back. After letting my lace closure sit for about 15 minutes, I come back. I let it air dry. I check all of my knots to make sure none of the hair was bleached or anything like that. So I'm just looking through. And this is the Swiss lace. So it's a brown lace. It's more of a brown tone. So I just look to make sure all of the knots are bleached, and they are looking good. So next, we're going to look at our transparent lace, and this is our transparent lace closure, and everything on this closure is looking good as well after taking it out and letting it air dry from sitting in our Shimmer Lights and water and toning our knots, making sure we don't get any brassiness. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. No more black knots, so that's a good thing. And yeah, so you have both of your closures now. I hope this process works for you. As you can see the difference in the lace colors. The top one, it's your transparent, and the brown one, it's more of your Swiss lace. So I recommend transparent. I love transparent or HD, but I just wanted to do this video to give you guys an idea on how they are a lot different as far as its color of the lace and the knots. So both of them turned out really good. I am completely satisfied. I would recommend using transparent lace just so you can sell your wigs at a higher value. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Some video ideas and any questions down below.